Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we're going to be looking at all of the different Robin figures that we've gotten from the DC Universe Classics style lines. These ones right here are all DCUC figures. This one of course is the Young Justice version, and I don't want to talk about, just bump my lamp, I don't want to talk about Red Robin because it's a separate style Robin. This is all just standard Robin right here, or Nightwing for that matter. So this, like I said, is the Young Justice version. It's all a DCUC articulation and stuff, but Young Justice. This is the original one that we got. I think it was wave 2, maybe 3. That's the Tim Drake Robin. This is, I think this is supposed to be the Dick Grayson Robin. I'm not positive, but that's the one that's based more on the animated series, which is my favorite, and if you were an animated series person who grew up with that, you're going to like that one probably the best. But they're really the exact same figure, just painted differently. He's from the Dynamic Duo 2-pack, and this one right here on the end is the old school Robin, which is Series 16, I think, that came with the Bane Build-A-Figure. And of course, it's just the one figure that's a variant of the other one. And he's actually bigger, bulkier, and taller than the other Robins, so take that into consideration when comparing them. The only differences between these two is the head, or are the heads. Can we focus? Focus. So one has the comb over, one has the part down the middle with the pieces hanging. This guy has the flat top for the mask, and this guy has the domino style mask. This one looks angry because he's got the eyebrows. This one is more smiley. So those are the only things to consider when comparing those two. So I'm going to set this one aside. So let's talk about height. The two regular DCUC ones stand about 5 3/4 inches tall. The Young Justice one stands just a hair taller than them, which is not probably a good thing. He should be smaller, I think. And then the Series 16 is almost 6 inches tall, so he is definitely bigger. Like I said, take that into consideration. He has double jointed elbows and knees, which is new for the Robin figures. It would have been good, but they made him extra bulky and taller. And he also has new ankle articulation, which really sucks. It's a peg that goes into the bottom of the shoe where your foot would normally go. So it's got a swivel in there, but it doesn't really work, and it's super fragile. And then the peg is a disc also, so you can pivot the foot, but that doesn't really work, and it's super fragile. I've seen more than a few of them broken, so be very careful of that. He's got really good paint detailing, though. His little underwear thing looks like Aquaman or Captain America. It's got shading in there. He's got really great airbrushed shading throughout the skin, and the paint on the face is good enough. So he's got airbrush shading on the red also. Good sculpt work, good detailing, a couple of new pieces on there other than the articulation. So good figure. These two are more of the standard type of figures. He's got shading throughout the green, and the paintwork is good enough. It could be better throughout the yellows and things like that, but looks really good, and I think it's a good size, and he's got the black on the back of his cape, so that's cool. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to have a black mask. At least he did, if I remember correctly, in the cartoon. So what you could do if you really wanted to is buy one of these and swap the heads, because it's the exact same figure, and he's got the same problems as the other one. The paints could be a little bit better, but oh, he also doesn't have as much shading on the red as he does throughout the colored parts. He does have more shading, however, on the yellow. But either way, they're the exact same. I would recommend either one of those two because they are the more recognizable, at least for me, because I didn't grow up with the old school Robin as much, and he just doesn't look as cool. Stand up. I don't know why you won't stand right now. What is going on? He's a little back heavy due to the cape, I guess. And like I said, this is the Young Justice one, which I don't particularly care for as much. He's got the goofy style head. It's really big. He's got big bulky shoulders, and just doesn't look as good, though. He does have newly sculpted gloves, a new cape, and new boots, and new belt, and new torso. But actually, the torso is the same. It looks to me like the torso is the same. I didn't notice that before, but he's got bigger shoulders, or at least it looks like it. Either way, I don't know. I don't like this one, unless you're going to go for the Young Justice look in particular, or in specific, or specifically. Like I said, I can't talk. Get that one. Otherwise, I would say either one of these is a safe bet. They're both great figures. They both look cool and look great up against a Batman figure for a good display. So there it is. If you want to see any of these figures in more detail, go through the DC playlist and you should be able to find a review for them. I think I've done them all now. I just wanted to let you guys see these figures up against each other so you can compare them a little bit better. If you don't find one of the figure reviews by itself, let me know and I can get that done for you. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, more custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.